My name's Kevin Fleece. I'm the CEO of TravelMuse.
And what do you want to get out of PhoCusWright?
Well, we're here for three reasons. One, to find new partners who are interested in adopting the Planet widget, which is a button that's designed for travel blog sites as well as travel content sites, and it enables visitors to those sites to plan trips. Second thing is just to create awareness, and the third is to look for potential investors as we start our B round of fundraising.
When you say about raising awareness,
yeah.
What is awareness like of sort of trying to plan and share your trip with the sorts of sort of suppliers that are here today? Are they too much focused on the technology and the back-end systems, or are they starting to understand the front end and the user?
I think they're starting to understand it. It's a universal problem. You know, everybody plans trips, and the way you do it today kind of naturally is you ask your friends where they've been and where they want to go, but you probably use email to communicate. So what we provide is a secure platform that allows you to invite your friends, manage trips together, organize all of your research. So it's a matter of educating the market and creating an experience that's super simple to use.
Do you think it's most important to be the first, or the most usable, or the biggest?
I think it's probably the second, which is the most usable. I think you want to create an experience that's second to none. I mean, 4 years ago, nobody thought about renting DVDs on the web, and along came Netflix, and that's all people do now. It's kind of the same thing with trip planning, I think. It's kind of a foreign concept to a lot of people. They use email, they use Outlook, they scribble things down on a post-it note. So creating a very safe and secure environment that reflects the way people instinctively plan trips is what we're trying to do.
For usability, what's been your key challenge? Because I can see there's a lot of Ajax and drag and drop, and so what are you still trying to crack?
I think probably what we want to focus on more is like even holding the customer's hand even more throughout that process, giving them the ability to obviously create the trip the way they like, but providing signposts throughout the process that kind of helps educate them. Where do you want to stay? What do you want to do? And kind of creating a very natural flow. So,
how do you understand where those challenges still lie? I mean, do you do usability testing, or how do you actually pick out where things are still not quite right?
We do usability testing, and we obviously monitor things like site analytics on a daily basis. And users vote with their clicks, so you can see where people are spending time on the site, how many pages they're adding to their trips, how many times they're returning for a specific trip. All of that information is extremely helpful in helping us understand what's working and what's not, so that we can quickly improve it. And we're on like a 4-week development cycle, so every month we're releasing new functionality.
And do you see what you're doing being adopted in a wider market, say the tour operators' websites? Can you see people sneaking up and taking your ideas, or do you welcome that?
You know, I think travel is a huge space, and I think planning is a nut that nobody's really cracked yet. And we're trying to basically create an experience that's second to none on the web when it comes to planning a trip. And we're very open to working with other content partners to either include their content or to eventually down the road possibly syndicate our technology. And the first step in that direction is the Planet widget, which at the click of a button enables visitors to other sites to start planning trips on TravelMuse. So what I would say is, if planning's not your forte, but you want to offer planning to your visitors, it's a really simple and free way to get started.
And of all the other innovators you've seen this morning, and there have been a lot, if you were to vote for one of them, which would be your favourite?
There have been a lot of interesting sites. I would have to tell you, I've been sort of preoccupied with other things, but what I would tell you is, I don't think really travel's done yet. I think 5 years ago people said, well, booking is it, and innovation in travel is done. And I think what this shows you today is that it's not done. There's a lot of great ideas here, a lot of great companies, and some of them are going to grow on to do even better things.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, my pleasure.